Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Balls Out Sports Podcast, where we discuss who balls out. I'm Remy. We got Jerry and Trip here as per usual, ready to discuss some ballers because we got a couple ones right here that we gotta discuss. Right off the bat, baller number one is one of my favorite ballers. Jerry, I know for a fact it's one of your favorite ballers as well. That's Kyrie Irving. Um, Torn ACL, done for the season. Yep. Those are shared tears, Jerry. Those are shared tears. But yeah. Before I talk about this, I'll hear your guys' thought on Kyrie Irving's future, his situation, and also let's celebrate his past because he's a hell of a player.
Yeah, I think it sucks because especially with everything that's going on with this season with that team, not even just this season, like in the past couple of seasons and just with him in general, with like everything that went down with Brooklyn, with him getting hurt and then all the front office situation, then him forcing a trade and then coming here playing with Luca, then Luca gets traded and AD gets hurt on the first game and it's a lot, bro. And then to have that injury and then you have all that noise in your ear, like, oh, Luca's gone. Everybody automatically think Kyrie just like they forget that he's Kyrie, because he's not playing with Luca anymore. Um,
Right.
I felt his pain when he was at that free throw line shooting those last two free throws. But I didn't even watch the video of his injury. I don't like to watch injury videos at all. Anybody. That's just not something I can watch. But
Oh, so
from what I
you weren't
heard,
watching the game live?
nah, but from what I heard, it didn't even look bad. But that's usually how ACL injuries are. It don't look bad, but it is
Yeah.
bad.
No, muscle tears don't. Yeah, they just kind of happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
when either when you're landing or when you're pushing off for like a jump or a run or a cut or some of the sorts. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man. I
no,
hope I hope I
definitely.
hope, hope he comes back fast. But I can see him still being as good of a player as he is now because he was never like an explosive guy. Like I'm gonna come down the lane and jump 50 feet in the air and dunk on you. Like it's not like he's Ja or Derrick Rose or something. He's a finesse guy. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is an
Mm-hmm.
injury he can come back from. Like KD. Like KD was never really like a very explosive guy. He ruptured his Achilles and he came back. A lot of people will argue that he came back better than he was before, but
Interesting.
I can't see Kyrie bouncing back from this injury. It just he's very good like mentally.
Right.
Like
Well, we
yeah,
we all we all hope that he does, obviously, just because. I mean, he's such an exciting guy to watch, and even though he
yeah.
only made the All Star game this year, as a reserve, we at least on this show, we 100% believe that he should have been in there from the jump. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I literally remember when he crossed up Brandon Knight in the well, like not celebrity game, the like
Rookie
Rising Stars
sophomore.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At the time, it was the rookie sophomore game exactly. And I remember going outside and literally trying to repeat that move again and again and again.
Yeah.
A little tween behind the back, hezzy tween step back. Like
Hmm.
that I tried that shit for literally for hours. Never got it down quite as smooth as he is because he's literally a magician with it. Um Honestly, I'm scared to let Trip talk about this because as a Celtics fan, you've obviously done like the Cavs, obviously done like Brooklyn, obviously
Hmm.
last year didn't like Dallas. So do
Yeah.
you have anything good to say about Kyrie Irving, Trip?
Well, I mean, there's nothing good to say for him right now besides have a good recovery. Take your time with it. It's not a joke. That's a serious injury, and I know that he'll take care of it and everything. Um, no, it sucks. I hate any player getting hurt. I'll never forget Gordon
I don't know why I
Hayward.
can't take you seriously, but keep going.
I'm Ted. Um, No, Gordon Hayward. I think it was his first year on the Celtics.
Dude,
And
it was his first. It was the first quarter of his
First
first
game.
game.
yeah, yeah.
Might have
First,
been the
yeah,
I
first minute.
believe.
opening night. Yeah.
No, for sure, it was like the first or second time that he personally had touched the ball, and I don't know if it was
Hmm.
if he was going for a rebound or if it was an alley oop pass or a lob of some
It
sort,
was a it was a lot from the
right? And
baseline.
and so on his way down, and I don't even think there was a foul or he made the basket or free throws or anything like that. So he didn't even get that moment like Kyrie. Not that he would have been able to shoot those free throws with his leg the way his
Man.
was, but
Man. He shot
No,
those free throws with his leg like that, bro. He's going
that
down
would
in
be
history.
insane. Yeah,
that's a
no, for
true
real.
that would have been literally the definition of
Yeah,
a true warrior right there.
no, for real. But yeah, no, it sucks. It sucks for the Mavericks too, because they got these two players that they need results from right now because it's just getting there for them.
So what do you guys think of the Mavs potentially shutting down AD for the
Shut
rest of
him
the season?
down. Shut him down for the
Really, you don't
season,
want him to
bro.
get reps with like the rest of the teammates because I know obviously the flow of the offense isn't going to be at all the same without Kyrie Irving, but there's 13 other people on the squad that he could build chemistry with. He just got there, you know.
Yeah, he got a whole summer to do that. He can learn and build chemistry just by watching and being vocal in practice and stuff like that, in my opinion. I say give the younger guys a chance to show what they got, and let some guys earn a contract. You might find a hidden gem there somewhere in there in your lineup because
Or
you're done. You don't have Gafford for a month and probably more than that. Lively's probably done for the season. Washington is in and out of the
I
lineup
saw
every
that.
night. Yeah, PJ Washington is in and out of the lineup every night, and then AD you might as well shut him down. Your hope right now is Max Christie.
Max Christie is a good young piece though that I think
Yeah,
I'm just speculating, but you got what would it be guard to center? You would have Kyrie, Clay, Christie, AD, Lively. I mean that's something that
like that.
yeah, you got three pieces that are certified great pieces to work with for the next, as you said, like three years or so. And then two very young and very good pieces in Christie and Lively in your starting lineup that are, I mean, only going to get better.
hmm Yeah, I think Kyrie if Kyrie didn't get hurt, I think it was a possibility he was gonna leave anyway
yeah.
in the offseason.
Wait, so but now that he is hurt, you think he's going to stay?
I kind of feel like he has
Does
no
this change the
choice in a
really? I
way.
mean, I know a lot of people who wouldn't mind having a Kyrie Irving.
Hurt Kyrie though, coming back from a torn ACL. A lot of people. I'm not saying I don't believe it. I believe in him. I know he can come back from it, but
Hmm.
as a front office, and he's getting older. He's not old, but he's getting older.
Yeah, I think he's 32 years old right now.
hmm
So, yeah, let's just move on from this negative because yeah, I just don't fuck with negatives like that. Positive, Steph Curry, absolutely whooping ass. So when when was this? Saturday. There you go. Saturday against the Orlando Magic. Steph Curry goes off for, I mean, just an absolutely ridiculous game. I'm trying to find his. There you go. 12 out of 19 3-pointers. Um, yeah, 56 points total. Just an absolute beast of a game, bro. Uh,
Man,
I
only st
before you guys have anything to say about this, I just wanna say that we shouldn't even be talking about these kinds of performances, just because of how regular Stephen Curry has made them, how regularly he's made them happen. Like 12 3-pointers. Like, yeah, that's 2
Uh,
off from his own personal record for the most in the league. It's anything he does 3-point related would be only chasing himself. And yeah, we can celebrate it, but I don't even see this as news anymore because of that upper echelon that he's in, that greatness that we kind of expected and are almost used to it now. Kind of like seeing Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game. One of those things here.
bro, he is the only person in the NBA that can get away with shooting 19 threes in a
That is true.
19, bro.
Earned
I
it though.
remember seeing my favorite basketball related meme I think ever was this person saying that James Harden's shooting numbers in the month of February of I think like it was like 2018, one of his really good years, but there was like a month where his shooting numbers looked like concert dates. It was like 112, 226, like just like
These
six
dudes,
nineteen, six for 19, and it was all of his 3-point shooting numbers. So yeah, well, I mean, how does this performance adjust the amount of confidence that you guys have in the Warriors for the rest of the season?
confidence in them the moment I seen they got Jimmy Butler. That team is a whole different team now.
Mm-hmm.
You got like two dogs and Draymond and Jimmy can do just as much as Draymond plus more. And on top of that, he's taking the attention off of Steph. And in a way, now don't think too hard on it, but in a way, they got like that KD three spot filled up again. In a way, as in he's taking the attention
Well,
off of.
there's been multiple people who've been in that 3 spot that have made it work. Well, and apart from KD, the things that they had in common was they were wings that were willing to defend. You had Andrew Wiggins, and back in day, you had um, Iguodala and
Iguodala.
or Harrison Barnes. Regular
Mhm.
season, Harrison Barnes was more of a 3, and then postseason moved kind of to a 4, so that Iguodala could defend LeBron James, and they were rocking Draymond Green at the 5. So.
They
Yeah,
also
he,
those
he
are
really he really fits that kind of Iguodala, um, Andrew Wiggins type of build.
yeah. Aside from Iguodala, too, also those guys are all guys who can work the mid range, low post, and it attracts defenders to where you can kick it back out to Curry for open shot.
Speaking of Iguodala, shout out to him. I saw he got his number
Because
9
he
jersey
retired.
retired,
Oh
so
yeah.
that's dope. That's dope. Um, yeah, I mean Curry
So
was really the only like impressive part of this game though that I'm seeing it, and that's the crazy part about it, that there's really a game where he can just win just all by himself because Jimmy Butler, the guy we're just talking about, had 5. And I mean, yeah, that's literally it. Draymond Green had 12, but that's it. From the
not to
starters, didn't
say
get much else.
not to say that not to discredit the scoring or anything, because it's Curry. We know he can do that. You got to give some credit to Jimmy though. Like I said, the gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually at some point though, you're gonna have to like throw three, four bodies at Steph. Like, you got no choice. I don't think they
Right.
did that.
So, just out of curiosity, Trip, because I've never been like a fan, like like a huge fan of anyone that Curry has ever faced in the finals, right? Like I'm not like the most massivest LeBron fan, and I'm also not a Celtics fan. What does it feel like going up against Stephen Curry in a playoff series? Like, well, what's your thought process?
Probably. I mean, back when they played him in the finals, like my
Yeah,
immediate
but I'm
thought.
thinking like back in 2021, against Boston, 20, what would it be, 2015, 17, and 18 against the Cavs.
Um, like Like you're just asking like what it feels like to watch your team play Curry. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying?
100. That. Yeah,
Shitty,
in one of those playoff
really
settings.
shitty. Yeah, no, it's a terrible feel. I mean, I remember it got to a point where they were winning so much. I actually wanted LeBron to win, which is insane to say, but
Mhm.
I'll never forget the first year without Kyrie and
Without
fucking
Kyrie on
JR
Cleveland or without Kyrie in
without
Boston?
Kyrie on Cleveland.
Okay, so when he joined you guys.
Um, yeah, when JR tried to dribble out the clock, like I'll
Hmm.
never forget that feeling of all right, well that's it on that series. Any chance of that is just gone because of the team that they were playing. And even when they played the Celtics, um, in the finals, like I don't know, you just see the man catch fire, and after that happens, it's just like can't put it out, you know? He's just one of those players where if it's really on for him, it's really on for him, and you can't do anything about it. Like he does whatever he wants. He can
Hmm.
shoot 19 threes because he'll make more than half of them fucking somehow.
Right.
Like it's insane. Like
So this clip has since then, since then it's become like famous, iconic almost of Steph Curry and his rise. It was that first year of his MVP when he's like dribbling through the Clippers, and then he just with like 8 seconds
Chris
left on the
Paul.
shot clock, just like turns around at the 3 point line, mid
Um,
dribbling in between four people, and just chucks it up. And you see Steve Kerr literally just going like this, like doing, and then as soon as he goes in, he
yeah. Yep. Yep.
yeah, no, I was watching that shit live, and I remember like just being like, "There's no way I could do that in a game," and my coach not just be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get your ass out of here." So,
Nah.
and I think he's the one who truly started that, because anyone before that, like, you know, anyone who's not like, I mean, end of shot, you don't count the end of the shot clock. Everyone's chucking shit up at the end of the shot clock. But with 8 seconds left on the shot clock, if someone just did that, just literally with their back turned to the basket, ran from the free throw line to the 3 point line, turned around and shot,
Yeah.
you'd look at them like they're crazy. So,
Yeah. I've
well, I
had
guess that
my
was
ass
a
chewed out plenty of times.
what for doing that.
Not for that, for just like shooting a three when I was in like fifth grade. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, cause
We all know
like
what those percentages look like in fifth grade from the 3 point line.
very low. But then you make one and you kind of get that reaction that he got. You go
That's
like
very
one,
true.
you go like 1 for 5.
Very true. Um, yeah, I guess that was our curry glazing for the day. Let's move on from that. Um,
Could call it something else next time.
yeah, that will not be the official name of the segment.
We're on the Glaze part of Falls Out Sports Podcast.
Hey, balls out, we glaze. You already know. Let's
Yeah.
talk about playoff seeding though on a slightly more profesh note. Um, yeah, it's getting kind of nuts. I wanted to do this with you though. I want you guys both to pull up the NBA standings for both the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, and I want right now. I'm gonna write down our official BOSP predictions for all three of us. Who we think the 8 teams. We're not talking play-in. We're talking about the 8 teams that will make it into the playoffs once the play-in is all said and done.
Word.
And I want to start with the East. Okay.
Give me a
Um.
second to pull it up.
Yeah. No. You guys take your time because I have mine already figured out. So
Damn.
I got my number. My number one is going to be Cleveland.
That's
My number
fair.
Okay.
two is going to be Boston.
That's smart.
My number 3 is going to be Milwaukee.
That's a good
My number
choice.
4 is going to be New York. My number 5 is going to be Detroit. Then at the 6th seed, I have, there you go. At the 6th seed, I have the Indiana Pacers. At the 7th seed, I have the Orlando Magic. And at the 8th seed, I have the Atlanta Hawks.
So Miami falls.
Miami not going to be in there. Chicago Bulls not going to be in there. Yeah. Yeah, I have Milwaukee making a push with their updated squad.
Yeah, they're all healthy.
And also because you guys know how the way New York works, lots of playing time to the starters. So I think that is going to just one of two things: either they're going to get slightly less playing time, so therefore slightly less points from their starters, going to make them go down, or those starters are going to start getting tired. Yeah, so that's my 8. Number 1, Cleveland. 2, Boston. 3, Milwaukee. 4, New York. 5, Detroit. 6, Indiana. 7, Orlando. 8, Atlanta.
Yeah, I agree with your first two. Go Cleveland and Boston. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
see nobody. I don't see nobody catching up to Cleveland. What is their record right now? Can't put.
Cleveland is 51-10.
And how many games do they have? Like probably like 20.
So that would be 60. So they would have 21 games left.
I could see them hitting like 60 wins, 60, 62, 63.
Mm-hmm.
Boston too. See, bro, forget about the playoffs. Even if they make noise or not, I could see New York in third place. I could see New York making it to third.
Right. Obviously, we're
Uh,
not talking about what we think is going to happen in the playoffs or anything like that. We're just talking about what we think the playoff bracket is going to look like for both East and West.
I think four gonna be Indiana. Indiana's they've been under the radar lately.
And we thrive for teams under the radar. We love talking about except for Trip.
Mhm.
They kind of fly under the radar sometimes. I could see him getting within 5 of
Yeah,
Cleveland.
four. Put Indiana at four, and then we go Milwaukee five. Think Detroit gonna come out six, Miami seven, and these last three.
Yeah, you got to pick one out of those last 3.
At 9, 10. Nah, because the play-in though, right? So 9 and 10.
Nope, I don't want to know anything about the play-in. I want to know what the playoff bracket is going to look like at the end of the play-in. What those 8 teams are going to be. So you have to
So
pick
let me
one team between those last 3, basically.
well, yeah, so I'm gonna keep Miami at seven then. I'll keep Miami at seven, and then I'm gonna put Atlanta at eight because Orlando don't have no playoff experience like that, and Chicago don't have no playoff experience like that. And those are the only two teams that I could see being in 9 and 10 and being in the play-in because Toronto ain't nothing. Philadelphia is done. Brooklyn is
I guess
done.
I did forget that Orlando has all those injuries because Suggs did just get hurt, and so
Done for
that
the
means
season.
literally their top 3 guys, Wagner, um, Suggs, and Banchero, are all 3 gone. So yeah, I
Yeah,
might have
and the
messed up by
Hawks,
having Orlando at 7.
and I say this every year, because the Hawks always sneak into the playoffs. Because nobody
I
wanna
got I got them at 8 too, bro. Yes, I agree with you.
don't sleep on the Hawks, bro. everybody thought, was it last season when they played Boston first round and they got like smashed by like 50 the first game? And I was like, bro, Trae Young not going for that the next game. I think it was last season.
Good
So Trae
question.
Young, you gotta watch it. You gotta Atlanta Hawks are sneaky, bro. I can see them making it to making it to in the play-in, taking the eighth spot and even sneaking away with like a first round not exit, but making it to the second round.
It was it. No, the Hawks lost in the play-in last season, but I think what you're talking about is 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, the year before that. Hawks are good, bro. Somebody need to get Trae Young some reinforcements or get him out of there.
He should probably just
Um,
leave.
yeah, let me. Yeah, that's what it was. 2023 playoffs.
Yeah, that's my eight. That's my lot. Cleveland, Boston, New York, Indiana, Milwaukee, Detroit, Miami, Atlanta.
All right, Trip, what you got for your 8 teams in the East that'll be making it to the playoffs, the promised land?
I want to switch it up and just throw Boston at number one. That way, just
Boston
have
at number one. Wow,
some
that's very
diversity.
impressive.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to. I'm saying I want to. I
Mm,
don't think. I
Oh,
don't
this is
think
this is a
they
wishful
will.
bracket.
It's pretty wishful, yeah. That'd be very
Cleveland at two.
wishful. But Cleveland's been consistent. They've been healthy. So as long as that stays, I don't see anything really changing.
I won their
I don't
last 10.
know. I don't know. New York might take three. It just depends on how Milwaukee, like if they can keep it up, which they could. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
Milwaukee been
looks
balling,
pretty.
bro.
It looks
Yeah,
pretty
that's the
solid
thing.
right now.
Milwaukee been on a tear.
8-2 in their last
Um,
10.
yeah, I was about to say they lost and they didn't lose to no scrub teams. You know they're taking care of business. They lost to Houston, they lost to Golden State, and they won against good teams such as Minnesota, Clippers, Denver. Um, yeah, they're actually playing right now. Yeah, I think it's halftime of the Dallas game. So
Getting
they're
That
doing
thrashed.
their
should
thing.
be
They're doing their thing. So you said Trip, you
easy.
had New York at number 3, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if they play out for the rest of the season, I kind of just want to put Detroit in front of Indiana, and then just because I like their team. I mean, they beat us, so that's pretty. That says something. I'm
No,
not
no, 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 no.
saying
That's not the right word that I would use. They
what's the
destroyed you
word.
guys.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm coming off a tough week last week. Fucking Jalen Brown
Oh,
and
it's okay.
Tatum like combined for like fucking I forgot what it was, like 70 plus. Still lost to Cleveland. Shit was
Hmm.
Cleveland.
So then, who
up
who do you
up
have?
25.
Who do you have to round up your top six between Indiana and Milwaukee? Then, because you were just saying that you could see Milwaukee pushing up, but you have Detroit at 4. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, 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 no. I was saying maybe Milwaukee at 3, New York at 4, Detroit at 5,
Got
Indiana
you,
at
got you. My
6.
bad, my bad.
It's all but
So
yeah, no.
Milwaukee at 3, New York at 4, Detroit at 5, and then Indiana, or do you have one of those other teams?
No, Indiana's got a good like I mean Indiana and Detroit have a 6 game difference in wins at least
Mm-hmm.
from Miami. So that's going to be hard for them to come back by.
I'm looking. Yeah, it's 5 games, 5 games and 6 games ahead of Miami.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be
they're
tough to
chilling.
come
Hmm.
up by. Um,
And me beating Cleveland right now.
yeah, nah, I am watching this
See,
game
the
right
only
now.
game on right now that's not a blowout.
I was about to say. No, that's not true. Utah and Washington are keeping it close in the fourth quarter.
See,
Wow.
this the
But
thing
that's
about the
but that's
Celtics,
also
bro. They
Utah and Washington. So respectively, the two worst teams in their respective conferences.
That's a Thursday night football.
Boston almost blew that lead.
Oh,
Boston almost blew that lead to Portland.
what was the final? Is it done?
It's almost done. It's
There's
30
there's
seconds
six
left.
seconds,
Oh,
yeah,
eight.
and
Yeah,
Up 12. Up
Boston
8.
they've been
126,
they've been doing that.
Portland 118.
They probably, I mean, their bench has probably been in for a minute though. What the
Yeah, that's probably
Pritchard
true.
and White have 41? What the
Tough.
fuck?
Tough.
Each?
10 of 16 and 9 of 17 from three. Yeah, each.
You know, also got to take in consideration these teams' remaining schedules.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I didn't even look at the strength of schedule for none of these guys. But Crashing was
I'm not even worried
I
about
see.
Cleveland's schedule.
Trip, I need your 6, 7, and 8.
Um, I put fucking fuck it. Let's put Indiana 6, fucking Atlanta 7, and Miami 8.
I like it. I like it.
Decent.
But now here is going to be the tough part, my friends. We talk about this bunched up Western Conference, and we're going to have to do some seeding for this. This is the harder part of the exercise. Yeah, let's go. Let's start.
Until you get hurt.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I think Oklahoma's not going anywhere, and I think that is a unanimous decision.
with
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, that something drastic would have to happen in the next 20 games for them to lose 10.5 game lead. And here's where it gets complicated.
for me, I got Denver at 2.
They've been playing a lot better lately.
Bro, they have been playing
With
amazing.
Luka on the Lakers, you still have Denver at 2.
I got Denver at 2.
Okay, good. I got Los Angeles Lakers at 2. So let me.
I know Luka and LeBron, bro. I just don't see them keeping this up too long.
It's 26. You want to keep it up for like another decade.
He is, yeah. But see, I
And
got
Austin Reeves is known to be the best third option in the league.
mm,
What kind
I'm
of
trying to think on what I'm saying right now.
wild
Make sure
ass?
I'm not.
I'm about to say what kind of interesting statement.
I mean, points per game wise, he just might be.
Kristaps is healthy. Definitely taking that dude over AR-15
Right. But like stats wise, he's
or
the
Derek
best.
White.
Because
After Derek White,
he's averaging dang near 20 points a game, and he's the third option on the team. I mean, you don't see 3 guys averaging 20 points per game a lot. Yeah, I know it happened with the Warriors. I know briefly the Timberwolves had it with like I think it was like Levine, Towns, and Wiggins, like briefly, but that wasn't for a whole season. Um,
Buns.
yeah, nah, you gotta be really good. You gotta be a good team to have three guys averaging 20, and Austin Reeves is at 19.1 points per game.
How many games he's been in? Majority of the games. Never mind. That's a
I
stupid
mean, I'm
question.
sure he started like probably like 40, 45 of them out of the 60. Let's say, let me see. Austin Reeves right here. Stats regular season. He's played 53 games out of the 62 that have been played, I believe, by the Lakers.
42, you said?
He's played in 50.
I did. That's good.
So now he's doing his thing. Trip, who's your number two seed? Do you think it's gonna be Denver, LA, or Grizzlies, Houston, Golden State? Shit, so many.
I'll never say LA. I'll give it to
Hmm.
Memphis. I think Memphis been, you know, there. Why not?
So Memphis two seed.
That would leave Denver at 3.
You good. Mine.
See, I'm the opposite, bro. I got the Houston Rockets above Memphis. I got Houston at my 3 seed and Denver at my 4. Because here's the thing. I think Jokic is going to take a page out of LeBron's book where he's going to be like, that stretch when he was in the East and he was like, I don't really care who I play. It just so happened that the Cavs were so much better than anyone else. They would always get the first seed. But like at the end of the season, you could tell he was like, why would I try hard when the playoffs are about to happen? And yeah, you can just chill at the 4 seed, still have home court advantage. I don't
Y'all
know.
think
I
Rockets.
see.
y'all think he's going to like make an attempt to get another ring? Do you think he wants to? Like, it's not just gonna happen with the like in the Western Conference. You know what I mean? Like,
Think so. I think it can. It's not on him though. It's on Murray. Because we know Jokic is gonna
It's
perform
not. Well, hold on,
regardless.
hold on. Well, I don't think that anything should ever be put on the hands or on the back of someone who doesn't have an All-Star appearance.
It's on Murray because if he don't play good, because we know Jokic is gonna play good regardless. But if Murray is not complimenting his game, they're not gonna win games and they're not gonna win playoff games. And they're not gonna damn sure not gonna win the finals. This is a
Well,
reason why
that's
I have the Lakers low. I have the Lakers at 4 for me. And they have in my opinion, they got a tough schedule left. They
so.
got,
So who's your 3? Memphis.
yeah, Memphis.
Hmm.
They got Boston
And so
coming up.
then, and so then, I'm assuming Trip has the Lakers at 4 as well, or did you have them dropping down to 5?
I think 4 makes sense. I don't know. Depends on how Houston does.
They've got a pretty easy schedule. The Magic, Suns,
Hmm.
Mavericks, Bulls, Sixers, Magic, Heat, Nuggets. The last 2 games all of these games are winnable.
You're talking about the Rockets?
Hmm.
Rockets want this playoff spot. They haven't been. This crew hasn't been to the playoffs. Like, I don't think there's a single person on the team except for maybe Uncle Jeff who's been to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'll put Jeff.
So I have your first four Trip, or sorry, Jerry. I need your fourth one, Trip, real quick.
LA. Didn't I say that?
L.A. Lakers
Oh wait, at 4?
at 4. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, because I'm just switching them with Memphis basically.
Mm-hmm. At 5, who y'all got?
I'm gonna go Houston.
Yeah, if they got a not insane schedule, that makes sense.
I got Golden State at 5. 6. I got the hometown. I got the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, me too. That's 6. I got Timberwolves.
Wait, so getting in front of Golden State?
No. I
Nah,
have
he
Golden
got
State. I have Golden State at 5.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if you got Golden State at 5, you got Houston at 3.
Yeah, Houston at 3. Yes.
Oh, so you had what? What was yours? OKC, Lakers, Houston, and then
OKC,
Denver.
Lakers, Houston, Denver, Golden State, Minnesota, and then I have Memphis at 7. Maybe a little bit of a crazy one, but I got the Timberwolves going strong the end of the season. I got the Golden State Warriors also going strong, and as you guys said, the Rockets going strong with an easy schedule. I got the Memphis Grizzlies dropping all the way down to the 7 seed.
Mm, mm.
So yeah, Trip, what's your 6 seed? Is that where you got Golden State then?
No, I was actually going to say I think Minnesota would take that spot just because they're a younger team. I don't know. I don't think they're going to need as much rest for the
Think we
remainder of the
all gonna
season.
agree on something. Wait till we get there.
So we all have Minnesota at 6. Who's your guys' 7?
I got 7 and 8. I don't know 7 and 8 yet, but I know
Not
two
Dallas.
teams that I put Golden State and LA.
Clippers. Oh, yeah.
I feel like Remy gonna put the Spurs at 8. Oh no, never mind. Wemby's done for the season. You wouldn't even dare. Wemby's done for the
R.I.P.
I
season.
wouldn't dare. No, no, no. But there is a really good French player on the Portland Trailblazer. No, I'm just kidding. Um, well, so here's the thing, right? So I'm looking at my final 4 teams, right? Which would be
hmm
my quote unquote play-in teams. Right now in the play-in, I have Memphis, Phoenix, Los Angeles Clippers, and Sacramento Kings. And the thing is that out of those 4 teams, depending on how it's set up, I could see either
Well, well,
Either Memphis and Phoenix or Memphis and Clippers coming out of it.
it's about whoever has a better night. Cause, well, the Suns just played the Clippers last night, and it was down mostly by 20, mostly the whole game. Phoenix, that is. James Harden
Mm-hmm.
played like poop. Kawhi didn't even really play that well,
Mm-hmm.
but KD turned it on in the second half. He came back, he hit a clutch bucket, and they won by 2, I think.
Yes, but
So
as I was just saying, bro, this is or as you were just saying, sorry, it's a 1 game thing. So that's
yeah,
why if it's a play-in, I could potentially have Katie making the play-in. But finally, ultimately, at my 8th spot, I am going to have the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to put at 8 too. I don't see the Kings really doing nothing because Sabonis just got hurt too 4 days ago, and we already know what's up with Dallas.
And that's exactly why. It's because I'm looking at I'm looking at Sacramento and Dallas dropping a little bit. I'm looking at Minnesota, Los Angeles, and Phoenix and not dropping. Um, Phoenix been using Bol in their starting lineup. That's been proving to be successful over the past few games.
Crazy.
So yeah, I think those last two spots right there are. Yeah, I think those last two spots are going to be either Memphis and Los Angeles or Memphis and Phoenix. But ultimately, I got Los Angeles making it through the Clippers. That is.
Phoenix may
Well,
not even
I
make the
might have the
play-in.
craziest list for the West, but at least I don't have the crazy list for the East with Boston at number one.
Phoenix,
LA.
Phoenix might not even make the play-in. I'm not gonna lie to you, because they have a tough
What?
schedule.
Uh,
The rest of their schedule is super
Yeah, but
tough.
how
Actually,
much
they
tougher?
said they
How
have.
much tougher is it than Dallas? Dallas's schedule without Kyrie and AD. That's the thing that you have to take into account. They're exactly 3 games behind them. 20 games to go. Not a single superstar on the well, sorry. No offense to Clay. Not a single superstar that operates with the ball in their hand.
True.
You got to
you
give
think
Clay the ball for him to be that. He's 60 points, 5 dribbles guy. You know, he's that guy.
you think he'll get a game above 30 for the remainder of the season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's it's just so easy with Clay. All you need, like, to think about it. If he even makes half of his record, that's 14, or half of his record. Sorry, that'd be 7 threes total. That right there is 21 points just with threes. So
They
Fair.
got Denver. Oh
yeah,
my
I,
God.
I need your guys' 7 and 8 though, because we gotta lock this in.
Golden State and LA.
Golden State at 7 is
Um,
crazy.
Dallas, Memphis,
What about
Houston.
you, Trip? What are you thinking for number 7 and 8 seed in the Western Conference?
I'll take. Cause I have Golden State at 7, right?
Hmm.
I don't have anything filled in for you for 7, but I can put Golden State there.
Oh, okay. I'd say Golden State and Sacramento, because why not? And I don't think Kawhi's that reliable at this point, health
All right,
wise.
and
Health wise.
yeah, we'll see who's right. I'm gonna put this in the hidden folder, and we'll figure that out. I do have I do have one last serious question for you guys. We
Whoa.
just made these brackets. Or sorry, we just made these seedings for the playoff. Now I want you guys to give me one name somewhere on any of these teams, but it's got to be someone who needs to step up in order for that team to get to the seeding that you just said. So could be, for example, Trip, you just put Sacramento at 8. You could tell us about their phenomenal six man. Um, yeah, Keegan Murray, and could tell us about how he's the reason why you think they're going to be in eighth. That was just an example. That might not be what you think,
Well, shit. Did you
but
put Boston at 1 for me?
He's better
I
than
did put
Tatum.
Boston at 1 for you. What would be the reason for Boston being at 1?
Motherfucking. I got 2. I got Porzingis playing and Tatum winning games in which he scores 45 fucking points. That's what I got. Like,
You said
ensuring the
two guys, so
win,
Porzingis and who?
Tatum. Because I was watching the last 2 minutes of that game. I think he missed like 3 or 4 shots. Didn't even let White touch the ball until he missed a 3. So I mean it's everybody's effort, but definitely has to step it up in the sense of not even scoring, but just passing. Like,
think
because it's
he's
always kind
did
of
a
that
good job of that this year though.
passing more.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he became more of a facilitator this year, in my opinion.
no, for sure. I mean, I've just been recognizing the boards. Like, he's getting a lot of rebounds this year. Like, there's multiple games where he's had
He
10 plus, but
he
no,
should. He's
he's
6'10". Yeah, for real.
uh, true,
Uh,
true. He got into the league when he was 20, I want to say
19, 19.
just
19.
saying what you guys were talking about, and Jerry, Trip, the Boston Celtics, or no, not the Boston, Jason Tatum, since he's been on the Celtics, this is the highest assist per game that he's at right now,
Oh,
5.8.
there you go. Well, shit.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe better passing.
It's also tied for the highest rebounds, from 2 years ago.
Well, shit. No, maybe passing better in later stages of the game. He's always kind of had a deal where he wants to take the last shot, which obviously, like, he wants to take over and everything. And I mean, a part of his legacy is like wanting to be able to have those clutch moments, but he's let Brown take the reins before in the past, and it's worked out. Um, yeah, I just like to see him like some give somebody else the ball within like 2 minutes if it's not working out. But I don't know,
Yeah,
kind of got that.
he gotta find other ways to impact the game other than scoring, like down the stretch.
Yeah,
He
defense has
can't
been
just
pretty good.
yeah, because they know you gotta know. Like it's in the scouting report. If it's a close game, fourth quarter, 2 minutes left, they know who getting the ball. So they're gonna be doubling and sending all types of different defensive schemes at him. So he gotta know the what plays to make in those
Absolutely,
moments.
yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
And just being able to let the ego go a little bit. I know Kobe was his favorite. I mean, he's always
Mm-hmm.
expressed that.
You think?
Yeah. A little bit, just a little
I'm
bit.
sorry. I saw the picture of him in the locker room and I was like,
Yeah,
We did
is he a
it.
Kobe fan? He
we
a
don't
Kobe
need to talk
fan?
about the corn. The
We
corn is
did it.
popping. We know.
No, what we need to talk about is how this man is blowing up someone's number because Kobe doesn't have that number anymore, dude. Can't
Oh
be
yeah,
texting that person randomly out of nowhere.
yeah.
All right? Trust me, I got you, bro. Who is this? Just got a new phone. My bad.
Probably
I
Deuce.
thought
That's
this
how
was
that.
Kobe.
Probably his son.
Oh my
uh,
goodness.
his
Man,
what? His
texting
son?
Deuce. He texted Deuce.
Deuce. Lil
Y'all funny
Mans.
as hell. Yeah, he just changed the name of Deuce to Kobe's phone number. Um, I wanna mention two guys that I think got to step up in order for this seeding to happen. Um, for the third seed in the West, in order for Houston to be able to get that, um, Alperen Şengün scoring's a little bit down from last year. I want his scoring to go back up. I want him to be that dominant second man on that Houston squad. Um, I think that's what they need to push them into third position right there. Then in the East, the Kuz baby. We need Kuzma. We need Kuzma on Milwaukee to be a solid third option. And yeah, just keep doing what he's been doing since he got traded there. He's finally out of Washington. I mean, he literally just overnight went from last in the East to fourth in the East. So he's playing to stay up there. Yeah, those are my two
He
guys: Alperen Şengün and Cal Kuzma.
Shangoon, his look at his attempts maybe his shot attempts are down from last season, but you gotta think about Houston, they got a lot of young rising talent, so it's not just like he is. one of the best players on the team, but it's not like they're just gonna, let's depend on
And
Şengün.
that's the thing. There's a lot of times where I'm seeing the center on the opposite side, and I'm like, all right, well, Şengün, he has really good footwork for a young player. He
Very
has
good.
really good footwork, and so I'm seeing this, and I'm like, all right, there's definitely a lot of centers that just can't defend this. But yeah, maybe it's just me.
Yeah, but I agree though. They do for them to make a push and get a higher seed. Yeah, they need him, and for them to make noise in the playoffs, definitely they need him. They need Amen Thompson. They need Jalen Green. They need everybody to step up, but mostly him. I would say in the East, I'll come back to the West. Um,
I just want to correct myself first because I was saying that there's no playoff experience on the Rockets. Completely forgot about Mini Dre or Fred Van Fleet.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Um,
and
yeah, he with his and who?
Dylan Brooks.
Oh, is he?
You said Houston, right?
Yeah, but like, I mean, he's been in the first round. He
Well, we not going into the playoffs expecting Dylan Brooks to give us 20 and 30 point games. We want him to go in there and be Dylan Brooks. You know what I'm saying?
right,
We
100%. The guy
we
that you hate
want
playing against and that you love it when he's on your team.
yeah, we want him to go in there and stand in front of your teammates when they're warming up and smack you in the back of your head when you're going up for a layup. We want him to do stuff like that, petty shit. We're not
Yeah,
asking him to score
he's good
50.
at that.
Yeah.
Man, I miss Marcus Smart.
But yes, so yeah, I guess I kind of forgot about a couple of playoff performers on that Rockets team. But yeah, no, keep going with who you think got to perform.
Tyler Hero has to perform for Miami to make the playoffs, like regardless. Tyler Hero has to keep doing what he's doing. He's been balling this season because they've been without Jimmy damn near the whole season, dealing with his,
Yeah, 100% the whole season, bro. Like
he
he
was an
got
all-star this
triple
year, right?
Jimmy Butler.
Did he? No, Hero. Did he make All-Star team?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hero, yeah,
Yeah, he much
yeah.
well deserved for them to make a push to the playoffs, and he has to be that guy, bro. He has to make plays. He has to score down the stretch. He has to be big, clutch moments, and I believe he can do it, especially with Ben
Mm-hmm.
by his side, and then you got Wiggins, who obviously is a champion, and he played a big role in that championship. His team has a lot of experience. They
Yeah,
can make some noise.
yeah, yeah. They're
Um,
not Bam and Hero aren't rookies anymore.
and then I'm gonna say another one for the East for the Knicks because I put them at third. For them to be in third, Cat, did that game start yet? The Lakers are playing the Knicks tonight, but Cat, you ever heard that funny thing about people be like a team like a player will be out for so long, then as soon as they play the Lakers, come back.
No, I
Yeah.
did not see that.
Cat is playing tonight, and he's been out for a few games, and they
No
playing the
way.
Lakers. Yeah.
Oh, the
Well, I
Wait,
don't know if
when do
he's
they
playing, but he's not on the injury report.
they play the Lakers tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, my fault, but he's not on the
Yeah,
injury
yeah, yeah.
report no more. But
Hell yeah. Well, that's
Cat has to be like at the top of his game for New York to be anything for the rest of the season.
see. I was gonna say Karl Anthony Towns, but I was like, I thought one of you guys would potentially say him as well, so that's why I went with Kuzma,
Yeah,
on Milwaukee. But I like that Karl Anthony Towns one as well.
yep.
Um,
And
and
then
so
like
that was my last.
That's
Yeah, you were saying what?
and then for West, like I said earlier, the because I put Denver in second. Jamal Murray, he got to be that guy.
hmm
We got to see that same killer we see in the bubble.
Bubble Murray was different, bro.
Yeah,
Or even the year before that when the Nuggets weren't quite as good, but he was trading 50-point games with Donovan Mitchell.
that was the bubble year.
Was that the bubble?
Yes, sir.
Oh, never mind then. I'm tweaking.
I think
Um,
Mitchell was still on Utah at that time.
The bubble
yes,
ball.
Hmm.
yes. So that was my last serious question for the day. But then our little discussion before we started recording made me want to ask one last question, slightly less serious, but favorite player to use in 2K all time. Any player. Um, yeah, just the
Man,
most cheat code of a player. Because I
Any any
most
2K?
cheat code.
any 2K, yes, any 2K, any player.
Damn, it was I forgot which 2K it was, but there was one where Carmelo Anthony was like OD, unstoppable, bro. That was my favorite.
Where
Him and JR.
2000, yep, I was about to say 2015 they made a pretty good version of Carmelo Anthony when he was on the Nuggets, and then another like overpowered one when he was on the Knicks.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The Knicks one where he couldn't miss from the 3-point line. He like, green every time.
Uh I'd have to say either Terrence Ross on the Toronto Raptors or DeMarcus Cousins. They made
Oh my
like a diamond
God.
like 96 overall version of him when he was on the Pelicans.
Sacramento. Oh, really?
That's OD.
No, because the only reason why I like the Pelicans version better than the Sacramento, even though it was one overall less, I believe he could shoot in the Pelicans one. So now you get everything that Boogie
Oh,
Cousins can do regularly, but on top of that, he was like a 94 overall open 3-point shot.
yeah. I think I do. That was like 2K18.
No,
Did you
2K16, I believe.
16?
2K16. Yeah, time flies though.
For real.
Yeah. So, but I'd say overall I had more fun with Terrence Ross just because his dunk package is crazy.
Man.
Seen it.
What about you, Trip?
I was gonna say um Shaq and like I forgot it was like 2K12 or 2K13, but you could literally just hack a Shaq and he's a motherfucker. You could never. I don't care. Like you probably have to try out a 50 times to make a free throw with Shaq on
Mhm.
2K. Like it's insane how bad it is. But nah, I'd probably say AI. I liked playing with Allen Iverson when they had that throwback team, the 76ers with
Right.
Mutombo Dikembe,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because
Rest in peace.
he's
By the way,
just
I saw him. I saw him at the Amsterdam airport in like 2013 or something like that.
I
damn,
used to have his Sixers jersey.
damn.
That's a dope jersey.
Need to get
Dope
another one.
jersey.
I need to get. I had an Iverson Nuggets jersey with the rainbow. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, that one was
Them used
I
to be.
lost it,
I used to play with them.
lost.
It'd be time.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah, I go crazy. Well, I guess yeah, that gives us that ends today's episode because there wasn't a single wrong answer there. Those are three absolute NBA 2K studs. Certified 2K cheat codes, I might even say. But yeah, coming up we got just so much good basketball. It's the end of the season. We're getting up on the playoffs and yeah, we're starting to see kind of like the final evolution of some teams. So it's really exciting. And yeah, we'll be here twice a week to let you guys know who balls out. Don't worry about that. But yeah, we'll just catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you got to do. But make sure you come and watch the next one. Peace.
Used to fuck.